Welcome to this issue of CCC Trends. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control received notification of the first case of laboratory-confirmed COVID-19 in the U.S. on January 22, 2020. As of late January 2021, over 90 million cases globally had been confirmed, with over 25 million of those in the U.S. alone. With cases, hospitalizations, and deaths still high, much of the U.S. remains in some version of shelter at home. For the full year, CCC registered a 26% drop in non-comprehensive repairable appraisal counts. As of late January 2021, those same counts were down between -30% in California, -3% in Iowa, up 1% in Wyoming, and about 25% down nationally versus the same period in 2019. As we look forward to a time where we can confidently emerge from the pandemic, all of us are trying to predict what may happen to accident and claim counts in calendar year 2021 and beyond. In this month's issue of CCC Trends, we look at several studies that project what traffic patterns may look like post-pandemic. The first of these studies, Impacts of COVID-19 Mode Shift on Road Traffic, from Vanderbilt and Cornell Universities, was released in May of 2020. And looks specifically at how a potential shift from public transportation to single-occupancy vehicle might worsen road traffic post-pandemic. Specifically, the study projects what type of additional increase in average one-way travel time might be experienced if 25, 50, and 100% of carpool and transit commuters switch to SOVs by major metropolitan areas. According to data from the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey, pre-COVID-19, 86% of people in the U.S. used a personal vehicle to commute to work each day, a number that had fluctuated only modestly since calendar year 2005. Unfortunately, pre-COVID, commute times had already been growing, and post-COVID, they may be expected to grow further. The second study was released in January of 2021 by Infrastructure Victoria in Australia. This analysis looked at the impact of reduced public transit use post-COVID and predicted the number of daily car trips could increase by as much as 15% versus pre-COVID. Finally, a study from the Brussels Federal Planning Office in Belgium revealed that while most or more remote work would reduce travel from home to work by about 5.8%, it would be compensated for by other types of trips. Longer distance trips taken during peak periods to large employment areas would be offset by shorter journeys taken mostly at off-peak hours, with the lower relative concentration of trips resulting in a slight increase in average speeds possible across the entire road network. Each of these studies underscore the longer-term challenges faced as traffic patterns emerge differently post-COVID-19 and potentially more congested. In many ways, traffic patterns during COVID-19 have potentially given us some idea of what the future may look like and what that means to our industry. How much of that remains permanent is difficult to predict. What is safe to say is that there will be more cars on the road, at least preliminarily, than there were and had been before pre-COVID, whether during peak rush hour times or at other times during the day. Historically, that also means more accidents. Just how many more remains to be seen. Thank you for joining us for this issue of CCC Trends.